Stop recording video button.
Hi guys, so I wanted to do a video today talking about what I do during my spare time. Like when I'm not recording, when I'm not doing homework or at school or doing something important. Like what I do during my spare time. So I know a lot of you guys only see the video. That's all you see of me. You're really just getting a glimpse of the person's life, which is, I find is very true. Somebody else that I watch actually mentioned that today. They said, she said you basically just get a glimpse of the person's life rather than, like, you don't know every little detail of what goes on. So, yeah. So you really don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And I was like, yeah, that's very true. So, because that's all you guys really see of me. So, yeah. But when I'm not uploading videos or recording videos or doing homework or doing something important, I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit the things I like to do in my spare time. Let's see. So, I don't like do YouTube like some people do. I know there's a lot of people actually that do YouTube like are committed to it, they're serious about it, which is fine. It's like a little side job that they have, and I know it consumes your entire life. That's what I've heard from other YouTubers. And they even do it they have kids, they do it, they still manage to do it. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm not like that with YouTube, only because with me being blind, and I don't really, I can't really edit videos, and there's really no need for me to get a camera, and my iPhone is enough just for filming. So, yeah, because I basically just film and then the video goes up. So, basically for me, YouTube is more like a hobby. So, rather than anything else, more than anything else, it's just like a little hobby. Because it's something I like to do, and just a hobby. So, yeah. So anyway, as far as what I do in my spare time, I like to read. I like to read like informational books, and like books where you actually learn stuff. Some novels, but a lot of the times it's like I like to read informational books, and I use this thing called Bard. Now, those of you guys that are, I know I do have a few blind subscribers, so you guys are probably going to be, some of you might not be familiar with the stuff that I'm about to talk about. So if you guys have any questions, you can definitely ask me down below. So I use Bard for reading my books, and I also use, I have a lot of iPhone apps that I use. So I use these games, I play these games called blindfold games, and there's like over 40 of them. And there's like bowling, there's pong, there's pool, there's air hockey, there's word games, there's spin and solve, which is basically Wheel of Fortune. There's Braille spin and solve, which is the same thing but with Braille contractions. There's Uno, there's Crazy 8, there's Monopoly, there's all different kinds of games, and I only have like 4 of them, and I do plan to get the other ones, but the only reason I don't have every single game is because every single game you have to pay for stuff. And it's like, if I were to do that, I would break the bank. So I gotta be careful with that. So I do the blindfold games, and the blindfold games that I have are Trivia Match, which is pretty straightforward. It's trivia. It's like Jeopardy style, which is where you get money. That's too bad it's not real money. There's also Blindfold. I have Spin and Solve, the one that I just told you guys about. Then I have Sound Search, which is where you match sounds to what it is. So for example, there's like different categories. There's like different sound packs, like everyday sounds, animal sounds, musical instruments. So like for example, say you hear like a dog barking sound, you would match it up with this sound is a dog barking. Like, so on the left side you have like all the like all the descriptions, and then on the right side you have all the sounds. So you just match it up. So like you can do it either way. You can listen to the sound, and then you can go to the left and look for the description and then match it that way, or you can go to the description and then you can find that sound that goes with the description, if that makes sense. So you could say, like if it says like this sound is a dog barking, for example, you can go to the right and you could just look for that sound and match it up that way. And then it's pretty cool because at the end of every level, it'll tell you a little fact. It's pretty, which is pretty cool. And then after 25 sounds, then the game's over. And then like it's kind of like what it reminds me of is like when you in school and you used to take a test or a quiz and there was matching and you had to match the like the word with its description or whatever, and it kind of reminds me of that. And then like you cross them off as you use them and then you match them up. Kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, so I think actually, yeah, so I have 3 of the games. I thought I had 4, but I have 3. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Spin and Solve, the Wheel of Fortune, the trivia, and the sound search. And I do plan to get more eventually, in maybe next month or so I don't break the bank. Anyways, okay, so I have that. I also, what I do is I watch other YouTube videos. I am subscribed to a whole bunch of YouTube moms, so I keep up with them on YouTube, on Twitter, and yes, that's another thing. I go on social media. I listen to Pandora. I go on the computer. I don't really go on the computer as much as I used to because of my iPhone. I have a lot of stuff, but I play RS games. So there's basically all different games, and you can play against other people, against bots. They have like 20 games. They have Monopoly. They have Uno, Battleship, Yahtzee, all sorts of games, board games, card games, dice games. So yeah, I also play Dice World on my iPhone. It's basically there's 6 different dice games that you play against other people. I go on this app called VO Rail, which is basically where you ask a question and people post their answers. It's kind of like an audio version of Facebook. Kind of like the way I look at it is like Snapchat, but without the video. I also use Audio Boom, which is a recording software, which is kind of hard to explain what it is, but like you basically you record, like you could make recordings and publish them, and like anybody can see them and stuff. So the way I look at that is kind of like YouTube, but without the video. So yeah, let's see. I played Bop It. I had a Bop It that my brother gave me for Christmas. YouTube, audio games. I like to sing. I like to record myself singing. You guys have heard me sing before. Obviously I do YouTube, so yeah, and then anything else, it kind of depends. Like if I like to shop online, I like to shop in person, I like to go out to eat, I like to order food. I mean, I know eating's not really a hobby, but still. I like to go out with friends. I like to, hang out with people, hang out with friends, things like that. I like to text, talk on the phone, iMessage, all that stuff. Social media, like I said. I will watch movies if they're audio described, so I'll do that too. I actually have a flash drive that I bought off Amazon, and a friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of descriptive movies, and he put it on the flash drive for me, and he also gave me audiobooks too, so I only watched a couple of them. I have to go get more into that, but I definitely will. start watching more of them because I've had them for a while. So, yeah, so basically that's about it as far as what I do in my spare time. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.